Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Kong Zhao Zhen in what has turned out to be a very, very long running series. And that's partially because Kong Zhao Zhen is living to be quite old and probably will be living to be older still because of his whole of body trait. But also because I haven't been able to release as many episodes recently just because life has been extremely busy with a new job and all sorts of new things going on in my life. But the ultimate fact is, well, one, I'm very thankful for all of you being patient with me as I do this very slow rollout. But also, I'm still enjoying this series. In fact, although the story is, I mean, it's a good story, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's better than a lot of our other series. I think it's good. But the thing is, I'm actually having a lot more fun playing through this campaign than in many of our previous series. And although I enjoyed the stories that we've told, the game mechanics, I'm well over 1,000 hours of Crusader Kings. And at this point, the game mechanics are nothing new to me. But this new DLC has definitely added something that is new to me. And so I've been really enjoying playing through it. Probably for the first time in a very long time, I'm having fun playing Crusader Kings 3 and not just telling a cool story in Crusader Kings 3. So yeah, still enjoying it, and I think we'll play it out until the end of Kong Zhao Zhen, and we'll figure out what we do from there. So that's the way it's going to go. Now, I did ask that question in the last episode, what we should do with this current situation. Kong Zhao Zhen, I mean, obviously this war has been going on for 4 years. We've currently got the boost in the war score. We hold the important Lu Zhao Pass. They've taken like 1 castle here on the edge. They're about to take 2, sure. But these are not, like, this is not important territory. It's just like, you know, yeah, like there's not much going on here. This is barely a village here. You know, we've taken a castle there. So we've got, well, not an important one, but, you know, we do hold a mountain pass. So take that for what you will. Actually, this one's an important one here because this has a duchy. Well, it's a duchy capital anyways, so take that for what you will. Also not super important. But I mean, this war has just been back and forth. You know, we've got sieges. They've taken a little land. We've taken a little land. It's been going on for 4 years. They've just got a new ruler. So I asked you guys, you know, could we use our new position as the Grand Chancellor to push the Wong to offer a white peace? I'm not saying that we're going to do anything with Silla to accept a white peace, but I do think it's reasonable to assume that that could happen. And part of me thinks that if we just let this play out, the white peace will happen naturally. But I had this really cool idea to go along with it that I think might actually be even more interesting than just a regular white peace, because white peace happens, great, you know, back to square one. But I think we can do something cooler here that will add to the story. And what is that? Well, one, I think we need to convince the Wong to offer the white peace. So how do we do that? Well, by offering him a gift, gifting him an artifact, the Lu Imperial Seal. We will gift him the Imperial Seal and say to him, we see you as holding the mandate of heaven. And that means you need to like hold a stable realm. This war is going nowhere. You know, we need to consolidate our borders. We need to like think inwards rather than, you know, like letting this war just drag on forever. We need to like stabilize, rebuild our army, rebuild our people so that we can push that mandate of heaven. This endless war is not serving anybody. And to go along with what I think is going to make the story a little bit more interesting here. So if we do switch to the Wong, we can see that he is in the opportunity here to offer a white peace. You see, they will accept a significant amount as well. The war score, the long war, this isn't even close that they wouldn't accept this white peace. You know, our armies are fairly evenly matched at this point. Like barely any land has been traded. And so normally the AI, if we just let it play out, probably will just order a white piece. But what I'm thinking could be cool is offering some hostages. This isn't something that usually happens. But the cool thing about this is that all the hostages that the Wang can offer are going to be Kong Zhao Zhen's grandchildren. And so I think that this makes sense, right? That like a hostage might be offered. I think that we would accept a hostage in demand from their dynasty as well. So Kim Yu Cheong. So like an exchange of hostages, something that the AI doesn't always do. One of which is Kong Zhao Zhen's grandson as part of this peace deal. To me, this seems like a little bit more interesting. I think that it's just, I don't want this war to go on forever. I suspect it's going to end in a white peace anyways, but if not, it's just going to last for another, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I don't think they are in a position that they could just crush us outright very easily. So yeah, I think that we're going to do it. Some people might disagree with me, like playing out the game mechanics like that. But I think that this is pretty reasonable, and I think it's just going to allow us to move on to some other interesting things. So yeah, our war led by Wang Sui Xiaowei against the Gugwang Kim Yuejia ended inconclusively. Indeed, it did. So there, some hostages are exchanged, including Sui Yuanzhang, our grandson here. And then I guess we got like the grandson, so the nephew of the current Gugwang. So yeah, that is I don't know. I think that's just like a slightly more interesting outcome from the war than just like a regular white piece. So some of you guys might disagree, but I think that is I don't know. The thing is like it's so reasonable to imagine that as the Grand Chancellor, as the friend and former tutor of the Wang, as somebody who is held in great esteem as one of the powerful noble families here, that we would be able to, you know, basically set up and push this to happen. So, and basically, I just don't want to have another episode that's just entirely me micromanaging my army around here, because the thing that I want to really do, and something that I've been leading to for so long, almost from like very early on in this series, was to found a new sect of our religion. And I have actually prepared a little bit of something for this. So let me take a moment and I will pull up what I have written down for this, because I've thought about this a little bit in between the episodes here. So give me just a brief moment. All right. So like I said, I had thought about this a little bit, and the idea here is not that we're creating an entirely new religion, but basically that Zhao Zhen is forming a school of learning within the greater Confucian faith or scholarly tradition. And this one is not, yeah, like I said, it's not a completely new religion or anything like that. It's just a way of thinking, a philosophy, and an approach to the teachings of the sage, of our great ancestor Confucius, that Kong Zhao Zhen has been building up over time. The way that he approaches things is very unique. It's very much built on, I think, kind of 2 or 3 main things. One is the prominence of the teachings of our great ancestor Confucius. 2 is on the lineage associated with that, because we are an ambitious man, not necessarily prideful, but ambitious, and we hold the traditions and the lineage in great regard. And then 3 is the importance of the teaching, like of being well learned and well taught. And so that's kind of what I'm going into as we make this Sheng Sheng Shu. Let me double check my pronunciation here. Yes. Sheng Shui is how this would be pronounced. There we go. I wrote all of this down. So yeah, our religion or our school is Sheng Shui, which means like the sage learning essentially. So the sage school, the sage learning school, holds that harmony in the realm begins with the perfection of the self. Its scholars revere the wisdom of the ancient sages, demanding strict ritual propriety, moral discipline, and virtuous governance. And so, yeah, I got some ideas from you guys from previous episodes about how we would change this. A lot of you very clearly informed me that filial piety is not something we can change. This is clearly a foundational part of society. And so, yeah, we won't be changing that. And then obviously benevolent governance is something that is right here with the Sheng Shui. It's going to take me a while to get used to that. Sheng Shui school of learning. Benevolent governance is important to that. So the one we can change is harmonious society. And look at this. Everything must be balanced. Individuals, nature, society. The Son of Heaven sets the tempo, and we follow his chant. I don't necessarily think that's true for the way that Kong Xiaozhen approaches things, especially considering the mandate of heaven was lost, and we clearly do not have a Son of Heaven at the moment, even though we do believe that Wang Sui Xiao Wei may take that position. And so I was looking through all of these potential options, and there are some possibly good ones here. But the one that I really think probably fits the most is pursuit of knowledge. Those who are naturally endowed with knowledge from birth are the most superior. Those who seek out knowledge willingly come second. Those who are dull and do not seek to learn are the lowest of people. I don't know if we would look at it quite that harshly. But the idea here being the prominence and importance of learning, which is something that the sage taught and something that Kong Xiaozhen has always been a proponent of. And we get some interesting bonuses from here. Study team success makes the following trait virtues, which is great. And then monthly learning lifestyle experience plus 20%. So yeah, it really is something that is pushing the scholarly class. And like I said, this isn't like something that we're trying to push out to the entire realm. This is just a method, this is just a different school of thought within the greater Confucian philosophy that is promoted by Kong Xiaozhen himself. And the fact is, we've got, 6 disciples here. People have come to learn from us, to learn from Kong Xiaozhen's teaching specifically. So I think it's completely reasonable that we can make our own school. I want to change the color a little bit here. Probably kind of want to go with this like nice little blue. So we'll click done there. What else do we want to change? Religious attitude can be the same. View on gender, male dominated, probably still fine. Head of faith. Do we want to have a temporal head of faith? Institute. I mean, the position of the head of faith is given to the founder of the faith and is passed on to the primary heir when they die. I think that this actually makes sense. One, I just always think it's cool to have that. But the reason why I think that this makes sense is because of the importance that Kong Xiaozhen has put on the dynasty of Confucius. And that dynasty passes from father to son, through the heir. And so I think that this school of teaching, the Sheng Shui school of teaching, having this kind of temporal, not head of faith, but just like the main kind of revered teacher within this comes from the Kong dynasty. I think that makes sense. Do we want to change pilgrimage attitude? Mandatory, encourage local rights. I think local rights feels right for that. Do we want to change anything here? Yeah, no, probably not. Deviancy, criminal, probably fine. Same-sex relations. I don't think that there's anything in here that Kong Xiaojian would feel the need to change. Clerical function control, alms, and pacification. Our ritualists are entrusted with ensuring the poor and the downtrodden have sufficient food and shelter when they cannot provide it for themselves. The ritualists derive its authority from heaven itself, and that still applies here on Earth. Or recruitment. No. I don't think control. I think alms and pacification maybe makes sense because we are a compassionate person. The domain taxes goes down, but popular opinion goes up. I'm fine with that. Clerical gender, only men. Sure. Clerical marriage allowed. Yeah. Clerical appointment, temporal, revocable. Sure. Funerary tradition, family rights. Yeah, I don't see any need to change that. Coronation tradition, no anointment. All right. So yeah, look at that. Look at all these virtues here, which is cool to see. And yeah, I think this is the Sheng Shui faith. I mean, it's not that much different. It's just a school of philosophy that places a little bit more importance on learning specifically rather than following the will of the Son of Heaven, because it believes that well-learned people being in charge is how a society functions best. And then also in the sense that it is a tradition passed on and led by the descendants of Confucius himself. So yeah, I think that this works. Some of our vassals will take this over, our close family will. Yeah, I think that we're gonna do that. So this is it. Let's create Sheng Shui. There we go. And it's only in our one little province here. But I'm totally fine with that. So yeah, we've now got the Sheng Shui faith. So yeah, very cool. I've been waiting to do that for a little while here. Oh, and we could have our son as our Li Shang. Oh, we should absolutely do that. Because the Li Shang is the court chap, you know, like he's basically the heir to this potential the potential temporal head here. Do we have that as like is where is the title? Let's see. Current head of faith. Ah, here we go. Yeah, the Jing Shui ritualists have lost their way and can no longer be trusted to guide us. I have gathered a select group of ritualists together to discuss the future of our faith. These Sheng Shui ritualists are encouraging cooperation and tolerance even towards non-believers and are asking all adherents to put old disputes aside and come together for the sake of the new faith. Sheng Shui scholars eagerly await the prophesied arrival of their Grand Master, a great leader who will rally all of the faithful behind them and usher in a new Sheng Shui golden age. The world will see that heaven favors us. Wait, do we become the Grand Master? Create a head of faith title. Your realm of confederation does not contain at least one Sheng Shui holy site. Ah, so we can't really do that. Okay, so we haven't become the Sheng Shui, like that part of it hasn't been solidified yet because we need to basically hold Shufu here. How the heck do we get this? Oh man. We can't do... Somebody told me that there's a plot we could do against these people to take it, but I don't know if we can. Oh man, I really can't fight a war for it, right? That doesn't make sense. Celestial governorship. That's unfortunate. All right, how are we going to get this from him? Negotiate an alliance. We can make a request. Modify circuit administration act. Oh, Oh no, I wish that would be for a different one. Declare me regent. Oh, he will accept. Okay, we should definitely do this. Because that is that's gonna be important. We might be able to use that to get Chufu somehow. Alright, so we have become the regent. Grant vassal. That doesn't help us. Request court position. Could become the court chronicler. How would we be terrible at that? We're the most learned man in the world. Buy artifact claim, ask to promote legends. Oh, you would accept. Alright. Might as well. Alright. And our legend is probably spreading. It's just spreading a little bit right now. But with our liege promoting it, that should spread it even more. Make a request. I must request your support in furthering my career. Are you worth furthering? Yeah, generous, trusting, can it? Sure. Why not? All right. Oh man, how can we get? We can't declare war. They're encouraged to spend influence for the appointment succession and use schemes to acquire titles, but I don't see any scheme. Request permission to raid? Well, that doesn't help. Undermine governance. What does that even do? I just don't think that we can do it. Because, forced retirement? Request retirement. Influence career. Oh man, there's gotta be a way to get Chufu. Where are the other holy sites anyways? Kaifeng? I mean, that's not in our realm. Alright, well, we're gonna have to let it play out for now. Regardless of whether we get the site or not. Oh yeah, we don't even hold the title. Maybe we do need the title for it. Maybe I'll get our son to go and grab that for us. Only going to take him 6 months, so that seems reasonable. Maybe if we hold the title, we'll have other possibilities for some of this. I do want to keep building up the estate, which is not something that we have done much of. We've got oh, we can't really. Your liege. Oh, here we go. Okay, somebody just dalliances, but our liege is finally going on the offensive here. We are attacking somebody. We are attacking you. Oh, if we take you, look at that. That's going to give us, that's going to connect our lands here. And it's going to bring all of, oh, getting you would be huge. And they're currently facing a war here. The U is in trouble. That could absolutely turn things over to us in a very good way. Well, do we need to help our liege with the war? He's only got 2,000 troops. I mean, possibly we do. Can we even help him? Offer to join war? We can. Well, we might as well. Because we do, we do want him to, earn that mandate of heaven. Oh, but now he's being attacked by Vuong Yaojian Ironside of Liang. Liang is coming in. Oh, okay. Well, we should probably join our liege for that war as well. Okay. So we go on the attack, but now we're also on the defensive once again, unfortunately. But I think we'll be able to beat that guy. Can we call up any? There are no Sheng Shui holy orders. Could we make a holy order? Let's see. Adventurer decisions, no. Author book, invite religious exiles, withdraw from governance, governorship confirmation. Mission artifact. Darn, we can't, doesn't look like we can make a holy order, which is too bad. But regardless, yeah, okay. I guess we're gonna get getting involved in some fights here. Liang coming in. He's Viet. That's interesting that he's Viet. So from obviously in this region, but he is ruling way over here. So that's a pretty powerful place actually. They've got some troops. How's our liege doing? Our liege has got some troops as well. Yeah, but still, this could be a tough one. But I think I may pause it here. I know this has probably been a little bit of a shorter episode, but yeah, I think that some interesting things have happened here. You know, we've got this peace with Scylla for now. Now we've got this defensive war here, possibly an offensive war, which maybe we could find some success with. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see how it all plays out in the next episode of this Forever series. Like I said, thank you guys for your patience here as I slowly make my way through it. But until the next one, Wanderers, thank you for watching.